Okay, what we're going to do today is talk about the contents of this personal survival kit. It's housed in a 2-ounce tobacco tin, as many others are, but there are a couple main differences. So what we'll do is we'll talk through the things that are the same. We'll start with water purity tabs, chlorine based, pretty standard. 2 razor blades, small ferro rod, button compass, whistle to get found, wire saw, pretty standard, with bank line for toggles for securing to a stick to make a bow saw. It's much more efficient than using just the wire on its own. Cotton wool for tinder, some plasters for a bit of first aid, stormproof matches and a striker, ranger bands to hold the lid closed. All pretty standard things. A few things that are slightly different. First is the sewing kit, actually to repair clothing and things like that. A couple of wide-eyed needles, pretty standard, but what's different is this £40 braided fishing line, thin enough to sew your clothes, thin enough to suit you yourself, but at £40 it's also strong enough to use to lash together your survival shelter and things like that. Very strong, very thin cordage. And there's nothing in here to secure game. Nobody's ever been lost in the UK long enough to starve to death. It's a very busy, very small island. What will, however, kill you is hypothermia, exposure to the elements. So rather than snare wire and fishing kits, there's a mylar blanket, either to wrap around yourself or used in conjunction with your shelter to boost its efficiency. It's also waterproof, so it will help to waterproof your shelter if it's built in an expedient fashion, which it often is. You're often in a survival situation because it's dark, because the weather's not being too friendly to you. Okay. The other big difference is the knife itself. Rather than a folding knife, this knife, made by EatSticks itself, is full tang, 3mm thick 01 tool steel, heat treated to Rockwell 59, Scandinavian ground. And although it's short, once you wrap the paracord lanyard around your hand a few times, it actually feels like a full-size handle in your hand. Plenty strong enough to batten firewood, cut bigger pieces of wood for your shelter, tent stakes, things like that. Things that a folding knife wouldn't be strong enough to do. Close look at that knife.